Hey, welcome to Gold Fever Adventures. I'm Jack Tucker. I am out here in the Meadview area, the Lost Basin. We're just out here having a heyday today, I guess you'd call it. We're just kind of out exploring, relaxing. We're going to go check out Lake Mead. I think I'll put the underwater drone down there and test that thing out. And then I think we're going to go down, maybe check out an old CC camp. Right now, I'm up here on a nugget patch where some nuggets have been found. I'm going to be using the Algo Force E1500 Plus. Some of you guys may have heard about that machine. Then I think I'll check out the swing the Gold Monster 2000. But anyway, that's my plans today. I want to thank you guys coming along, sharing on these adventures. And hey, let's just go have us a day full of fun today. Thanks for coming along, guys. Okay, turn this machine on here. See, now you see your numbering systems, the VDI, and your threshold. Let me see where I'm at here. You want your threshold to be, it's a little too high on my threshold, so I've got to change my threshold here. Okay, there's a bar there, and you see your threshold. You want that to be just below this bar there, so I'm bringing that down to just be underneath that bar. Okay, that looks pretty good there. Ground balance. So here's your noise cancel, so it's going through a noise cancel right now. All right, this thing's all set up. So let me go start swinging it and see what we can find. I've got a target here. It's ringing up, looks like a 9. Retrieve this target. Okay, it's saying it's still there. Oh, it was just a little piece of lead. Piece of lead is what that was. Well, this machine here, I think it's got some good potential, but there is a learning curve to it, so you've got to play with the buttons and know a lot more. Guess I've got to study that manual a little more to better understand this machine. But I do think it's kind of sensitive. I do like the numbering system on there, though. That kind of helps you out, and the several different tones and all of that. So it does have good potential. Anyways, what I'm going to do now is swing that Gold Monster 2000 around just for a little bit and do a little testing on it and maybe see what I can find with it. All right, this is the Gold Monster 2000. It's got some plus and minuses to it. I've only had this machine out once, so I'm going to swing it just for a little bit, and, well, we'll just see what will happen with it, testing it out. Hey, just turn this on. You've got Auto 2, Auto 1. That's generally where you like to hunt at, where I like to hunt. You got 3 types of discrimination, heavy soil. You've got your eco-tone right there. This is there. You've got, that's your speaker volume right there. This is going to be your ferrous and non-ferrous up here. So you got 3 ways to identify. You got your tones, you got your numbering systems, and of course you've got the bar graph. So let me swing this for a while, see what we can find. That grunt is probably a hot rock. You can tell that's over in the hot rock range. The grunt probably means a hot rock, and the numbering system is high, so I wouldn't dig that target. It's going crazy right here. Picking that up. It's in the iron range. It's reading zeros. It's going to be one of these hot rocks. That's what it is. It's all iron. It's either magnetite or hematite, probably magnetite more than likely. Huh. But it was showing me it was iron though. And it was showing me zeros on the scale. Yeah, so it does stick to my pick. So it is magnetite. Some people say if you find these though, you find gold. You find this, you'll find gold. I better keep looking. Yeah, there's a hot rock. You can hear kind of the grunt. It is in the iron range, and the readings up there high, 1920. I've learned around 18, 19, 20, it's just a hot rock. So that will save you from digging a lot of trash. Well, I do think that the Gold Monster 2000 definitely has potential. I think it is definitely better than the 1000, that's for sure. And is it worth $2,000? Well, you're going to have to make that determination. But it is a better machine. It's not a PI, it's just a VLF. So it is going to pick up all those hot rocks and that, but at least it can discriminate between those hot rocks, and that's pretty good too. So the little 5-inch coral on it, I wish they had a little bigger coral. Maybe they'll come out with that. You can't cover much ground with that little one. This little one's probably good for little washes and close to bedrock, but if you're out in the flat ground, you probably want a little bigger coral to get you a little more depth and cover more ground. But anyways, so what I'm going to do now is head down to the lake, I think, and go down and play on the lake. So let's go do that now. This was prospecting country from the 1870s to the 1950s. Miners worked these hills for mica, gold, silver, copper, and zinc. Abandoned mines, the Golden Mile, Eureka, Smuggler, Joka, Gumbo, Ruby Ruse, and Forsaken Dreams mark the slopes on both sides of Lake Mead. Well, you see another plaque over here?
I do.
What does this one say?
This one is about Lost Basin. The legendary tale about Lost Basin in the 1880s led prospectors to the discovery of gold. The Golden Gate, King Tut, Golden Mile, Lone Jack, Bluebird, and other mines produce precious metals. Placer gold is still found in the area. Pierce Scanlon and Greg's ferries were then in operation on the Colorado River, and an active Mormon trail crossed the area.
Wow, cool. Looks like they pushed a bunch of rocks over the sides of the hills. It's a long ways. There's a road right there. There's a trail right there. So I don't know where that road comes up to it at, but there's Lake Mead. And way over there, that's the Nevada side of Lake Mead. You can see how far down it's dropped, though. Go down and check out the lake?
Absolutely.
Let's go. Here's Lake Mead. I can't believe how far this where people were launching their boats at right here. So they were coming all the way up here. The water was way up here once upon a time, because the boats would come in. And they had docks right here going out. Man, the water is down. I mean, that water was way up here. Holy smackerels. Well, here I am now at Lake Mead. And it's a nightmare going down to the lake here. This lake has dropped tremendously. I bet you this lake has gone down more than 20 feet down. It's kind of rough going down here. All these cobbles and loose gravels and stuff like that. It's hard to believe it. This was all above water once upon a time. Looks like the deepest right there. Let me go right here. Right there. Okay. All right, I put the drone in right here, I think. Okay, this is where I'm going to test this drone. I haven't put this drone in the water for a while, so we'll find out how it's going to work. But I think it's going to go right here. Well, here's the drone. I'm not going to need this. If I went to Lake Havasu where I could go underwater and scoop up so you can see on the camera, and if you see something nice, you can scoop it up. But I won't need this. Well, I don't know what all I saw on that drone. I'll have to check the camera out when I get back home to see if there was anything cool on that. I saw some rocks, that was about it. It hit the bottom. But okay, now I got to make my way back up here to the top and go check out, maybe go down and check out this old CC camp. These rocks can be slippery too. Oh. What are you doing down there?
I was walking.
You walking?
Yeah. I was sitting on the steps and reading.
Oh, you brought a book to read?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Goodbye, Lake Mead. Oh, this here is the CC camp. We made it down to this here. The lost water of Lake Mead weigh more than 100 times the combined weight of all the people on Earth. Wow. Fascinating. Tourism of Lake Ferguson tells you all about the CC. When was it put in?
This is CC. The Civilian Conservation Corps was from 1935 to 1942. The Great Depression of the 1930s caused many people to lose their jobs, homes, and hope. The Civilian Conservation Corps was a federal program that put young men to work on public projects. One of these work camps was here at Pierce Ferry.
There's a little house here. We'll go check out the house. This isn't the house here. This is just a foundation. I don't know what this foundation here was. But this is just a little foundation. I don't know what this would have been. That'd probably been a house of some sort, I would have thought. Think. Got the foundation on it. Don't know. A little brick wall right here. They had the wall all the way down through here. And just a little house. I guess maybe this is where they come to stay at while they were working. Yeah. Be nice and cool here. Got little holes for the stash spots. I don't know what the crosses are for. Little holes there.
I'm thinking that those people long ago weren't too tall.
Oh, but that's probably those little holes were for stashing stuff. Stashing their money in. They had screen on the windows once upon a time too. Probably had a nice door. I guess that's why I don't metal detect up here. Look at all these nails everywhere. There must have been another building here. These are old rusty nails. They're not that old, but I bet you they're all up through here. They're on top of the hill there.
All right. Well,
Would be cool to do a little detecting, but I didn't bring the right detector to ground out trash. So about as far as it is. So I guess now nothing left to do but go back home. Got to play with some machines. Got to get out, play in the water, floated the drone. Get out, enjoy the nature. So now going back to the home front. Hey, so you guys all take care. Thanks for coming along. You guys all have a fantastic day. Stay out of trouble. Enjoy your week, guys. Until our paths cross again, you guys all take care and thanks for watching.
load up the truck, it's time to roll. With hearts so wild and a common goal. Chasing the goal, we're ready for the thrill. Through mountains and rivers, we'll climb every hill. With the sun on our backs, we take our stand, uncovering treasures buried in this land. This gold fever's got us running wild. In the heart of the land, we feel like a child. Adventures await in the great unknown. Together we chase dreams never alone. With metal detectors singing in the breeze, we dig for the fortune, uncovering keys. With a gold pan in hand, we sift through the dirt. Each little glimmer makes our hearts surge. By the firelight's glow, while laughter rings, as we dream of the riches tomorrow brings.
Stuff right there.
Fever's got
You did good,
us
man.
running wild.
The gold mine. I got
land,
no
we
fever.
feel like a child. Adventures await in the great unknown. Together we chase dreams.
Oh, ain't that cool?
never
Is this like the
alone.
I was gonna say something bad.
Wait a
That
minute.
don't work.
Is that better?
Firelights
There you go. That's good.
our
Oh,
laughter rings as we dream of the riches tomorrow brings. This gold fever's got us running wild. In the heart of the land we feel like a child. Adventures await in the great unknown. Together we chase dreams never alone. So here's to the nights beneath the stars. With our hearts full of dreams we'll go far. This gold fever's got us running wild. In the heart of the land, we feel like a child. Adventures await in the great unknown. Together we chase dreams never alone. Never alone. So here's to the nights beneath the stars. With our hearts full of dreams, we'll go far.